Oh, and perfect timing. We got an M tube as well. Alright guys, so as we all know, Lighthouse is finally here, and a lot of people have been having a ton of trouble, it seems like, to find out where all the good loot spawns are. I don't know where everything is, but I have been doing a loot run every day on stream through Chalet, Resort, and Villa, and extracting through Path to Shoreline. And a lot of people have been asking me, you know, where do I find this? Where do I find that? So I want to make a quick video basically explaining all the spawns I've been taking a look at. And if I forget to mention anything, feel free to drop it in the comments below and let me know. I'd love to know any loot I'm missing out on. Also, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to drop the subscribe button and a like as well. I appreciate you guys, and let's get into it. So once I pull up the Chalet, I like to personally run to the garage. I like to check this tabletop here. You can find your valuables on this little cloth. You find a lot of bitcoins here, and you also find a lot of vertex and VPX right here. Over here, I find still a lot of tech spawns like motors, helix, things like that. Same thing in this little wooden box. And you also find ratchet wrenches, things like that, in these spawns as well. I find them over here. I like to go into the dryer room after that. Take a look here. You can find mules, bitcoins, valuable spawns right here. Same on the table and the chairs. You want to make sure you take a look at these. Then I like to go up to the attic. You can find a bitcoin spawn here, same as valuable spawns. Same here. Find some good tech spawns right here on this little shelf. And I also find a lot of gold chains sitting on this little countertop. After that, I like to go straight downstairs and take a left here and head to the little theater. And if you want to make sure you check all these chairs in here, I find a lot of intel. And then you find Red Bulls and little chocolate bars, things like that. Also, these little side tables next to the bed, find a lot of ornaments and gold chains laying there, Veritas picks. After that, I like to run straight down here to this little hot tub. You'll find 2 valuable spawns and ornaments as well, since we're in the Christmas event. You'll have 2, one here and one here. I've also been told in chat that you can find moonshine in here. I've yet to find it, but make sure to check. Next, I like to take a look at this little bench. You can find gold chains here. I've seen food spawns and things like that in the corner of this room before as well. You want to make sure you run out. Take a look over here in this little broken box. You can find valuable spawns here. I found a lot of ASAs and a couple bitcoins. And to sum up Chalet for me, I loot up here. There's some technical spawns. You find ASAs, some on the ground right here. You can also find M tubes, which I'm sure a lot of people are looking for. A lot of M tubes spawn as well. Tech spawn right here, and 2 little spawns here as well. Oh, and perfect timing. We got an M tube as well. That will basically conclude what I look for in Chalet, and I like to run through the side gate over here. After you loot inside the main building, you're going to want to make sure you run over here and check the safe. See if you can get a lion, cat, you know, anything like that. You can also find a few med spawns, one right here at the bottom of this table and one on top of this bench. And then you want to make sure you run over here and check the back of this truck. You can find the new item, I think it's some metal spare parts or something like that. Make sure to comment below, let me know if I scuffed the name. But you can find them right here. After that, I like to run out this fence gate and head over to Resort. The first building at Resort I'm going to loot is going to be the garage. First thing you do when you run in the garage, you're going to make sure you come over here and check this table for some intel. Check the shelf. Run upstairs and make sure to check your first room on your left. I find a lot of gold chains here. Last room on the left over here, you're going to have an intel spawn on the shelf right here. Or maybe any of them. I find it usually right here though. In your duffel bag. After that, I like to run over to the main building and check the 2 safes, which you don't have to check. If you like to invest around 200k in keys, it's totally worth it. I find a ton of bitcoins and intel inside of them. So we're gonna head over here and show you where that's at. Also, you can find bitcoins here, vertex, VPX, things like that in this little bin. And behind the bar right here, you'll find gold chains, valuable spawns right here. Then we're gonna run upstairs. And you will see a safe sitting on the ground right here. Now these safes are a little bit different than the ones on all the other maps. You'll actually put your key in, open it, and you'll have to search it, you know, what's inside on the shelves, which is pretty cool. But we got an M cable. And you have another safe on the opposite side. Right here. After that, I'm going to run over to Villa. I don't really know the names of all the buildings, but you'll be able to see where I go and check all the spawns for yourself. Alright, now we are at the front of the village. And I don't know the names for all these houses, but you're gonna want to run into this big one right here at the front. You'll know it when you see it. First thing I like to do is I like to run upstairs, make a right, come on over here, and you got your valuable spawn. I find a lot of bitcoins here, and then you got your duffel bag. After that, I like to come in here. I found a few ravens on this chair, and I found a few gold chains right here. If I miss anything in here, feel free to let me know, guys. Next, I like to go downstairs. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't know about this, but there's a little box here. I found probably 3 or 4 GPUs in here so far. And on this shelf over here, you can find moonshine. I don't know if you can find it on this shelf, but it's worth looking since it spawns on this one. I also find some gold chains on this little guy here. Some duffel bags and some juice and food spawns. After that, I like to run up the village to the red PC house, but we will make one stop. At this shed right here. This shed spawns the M tubes. They can spawn right here on this table. They're going for about 500 to 600 on the flea market right now, so you definitely want to make sure you check for them. After that, we're gonna go to the house. Yeah, I don't check this one every time, but there's definitely some loot in here worth taking a look at. You can find some random tech spawns just on this little box here, this bench here, and usually on the tables and the bench in here as well. After that, you can run in here if you want. I don't always go in here, but you do have a technical crate right here, a jacket, and I'm pretty sure I found a gold chain right here once. Other than that, you have a duffel bag upstairs and some food and stuff in the kitchen over here. Next, I'm going to run to the red PC building. This is what me and my buddies like to call it, because there's a red PC upstairs that spawns some pretty nice things like graphics cards and VPXs. Now, I haven't seen or heard of any loot spawning downstairs, so I typically just go straight up. And we're going to go into the red PC room right here, where you'll find some loot sometimes on the desk, right here on this cloth, and on this box right here. Now today, I was actually lucky enough to, oh, wrong room, come in here, and I found a Bitcoin on this book, so you want to make sure you check here as well, and on all these desks in here, you never know. I had a few people on stream tell me Intel can spawn here. Here's a power bank. So you want to make sure you check all of these rooms for some good loot. Now this is gonna be the last house I like to check. Again, I don't have any names for any of these houses, so you're just gonna want to pay attention to how I got here and the little trail I'm taking. But this house right here has some pretty good spawns as well as all the other ones. I typically come here and raid, and most of the time people have just ran by and didn't even look inside. But I found a Bitcoin here where this horse spawns, lion here where the cloth is, and sometimes you find rollers here as well. Another really high valuable spawn you'll have here is going to be M tubes on the back table right here. And that will basically conclude everything I loot in this run. You can check these tables. I haven't found anything too crazy in here yet, but definitely worth taking a look at. But that will conclude this loot run. After that, I'm gonna run to Path to Shoreline, which isn't too far by any means. We extract right here, if you didn't know where Path to Shoreline was. But I appreciate everybody who tuned in to take a look at this video. Hopefully it helps you out. Let me know if I missed any spawns on any of these houses I went into, or maybe there's a different house I should be taking a look at. But again, I appreciate everyone who took the time to watch the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and drop a like if you enjoyed it. And I stream every day on Twitch at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The link will be in the description below. You guys have a good day.